This morning I woke up at 5:15 a.m. in the hopes of trying to get a driving test slot. Basically, if you don't know, in the UK, it's like impossible to get a driving test slot. I hopped on at 5:30 and basically the portal opens at 6 a.m. so you can go on there, book it at 6 a.m. I thought I'll just check it out at 5:30. There was 14 people ahead of me in queue. But then he kicked me out and said, right, you gotta be back at 6 a.m. and I was like, okay, that's fine. So then at 5:55 a.m. I was like, right, I want to be a little bit ahead of people. Maybe it'll let me in, or maybe I have to wait till 6 on the dot. I load it up, 14,000 people were ahead of me in the queue, and I didn't get a test in the area I'm based in. So basically that was all for nothing. But I did have a nice look at the morning sunrise and a tea and get started on a little bit of work. So the time right now is around 7:30 a.m. The plan is I'm going to get prepared for the gym, brush my teeth, pack my bag, get all my stuff in my bag. Then I'm going to head to the gym, walk there, it takes around 15-20 minutes. I'm going to do a gym session for about an hour, and then I'm going to walk back, and that should take like 2.5 hours. So if all goes well, I should be back at like 10:30 a.m. at 11 a.m. maybe at the latest, but I'm looking forward to it, so let's go. Bro, that was a insane gym session. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been to the gym in like a week, so I kind of felt super weak. But once I was going, once I was getting the pec flies going, the tricep push downs, the cable lateral raises, I was loving it again. So it's around 12 p.m. right now, and I'm gonna just have a nice little bit of Arla Skyra yogurt. For those of you who don't know, that is absolutely packed with protein. Gonna have it with some fruit and honey. It's just the best combo ever. I'm gonna have a cup of tea as well whilst watching some YouTube. That's just I just love doing those little things, bro. Like those little routines where you just have some yogurt, some fruit, some honey, a tea. You just sit down and just relax and just watch something you actually enjoy. But also in an hour, I have a call with this guy who's building an AI software that literally handles your whole funnel for you. So basically, it builds out a funnel where people comment a specific word. Everyone knows that. That's quite common. ManyChat, loads of other softwares do that. But then, once people do that, it sends them a question, and then based on their reply, it gives them a ranking, sends them a follow-up. So it's kind of like an AI DM setter. And I had a look at it, and it looks amazing. So I'm gonna have a call with him, meet with him, get to know him, and see if we can maybe work together. I can build his content for him, because those of you who don't know, if you just never seen me before, basically my name's Stan, and what I do is I build content for people, manage their whole social media account, generate them leads, and then build out their funnel. So I literally make their landing page, host it, script out their VSL, handle all their content, so they literally don't have to do anything. So I want to see if I can maybe help him out, and if he can help me and my clients with this new AI funnel DM setter. So let's get into it. His software is amazing, but one thing is he has no money. What I was planning to offer him is basically a discounted rate if he can give me that software for free, because I charge 1 to 2k USD and his software is like 200 USD. So I was thinking, right, I'll give him maybe like a 800 USD discount. Over the first month, we can do it for like 600 USD. But he literally has no money. And he also says he has to speak to his business partner. We all know that one. So he said he's going to go and speak to him. I'm not expecting a reply, but he seemed pretty genuine, so I might actually get one. But yeah, it was a productive conversation. I learned something new about a funnel I could implement myself and with my clients. Basically, comment this word and get them into a funnel and get their data. Basically, that's a funnel I could potentially implement with my clients and on my personal Instagram. But now it is 1 p.m. and my plan for the next hour is basically organize some school folders, do a little bit of shadow work, because my school folders are absolutely cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to organize my politics folder into this big thing that organizes it much better. You know, sometimes you just have to spend time just getting a bit organized. Otherwise, if you don't, it's going to be chaos everywhere. And I prefer being organized. Look at my room, you know, I like having an organized desk. I like being tidy because it just makes everything easier. So I'm going to do the folders. I'm gonna do a little bit of shadow work, just catching up with emails, that sort of thing. And then I'm gonna have some fried eggs fried in butter on toast with, I know, another can of Pepsi. I am on the calorie deficit. I'm trying to get leaner. These things help me stop eating sweets and just cooked food. So, time to organize the folder. So I've finally emptied out my folder. You can see it just there. It's been fully emptied. All the sheets are out, but the bad news is they are only out on my bed, as you can see there. It's taken a lot longer than I expected to organize my folder. And I've realized I need to go to the shop and get some more of those folder dividers. So because I have to go to the shop and get more of these, I've actually decided I'm going to have to make some lunch, because now it is 2 p.m. I plan to have lunch at 2 p.m. at the latest, and it is now 2 p.m. So what I'm going to do is pause the folders for a bit, have some eggs that I've been looking forward to, watch a little bit of YouTube, and then I'm going to go to the shop, get some folder dividers, and then sort out this folder, which is going to take a while because it is messy and I have a lot of sheets. So like I said earlier, for lunch, we're basically going to be cooking up some fried eggs on toast. And this is kind of like one of my just classic lunches that I have all the time. It tastes good, it's good for you, and I feel insane after. But make sure you're spending a little bit more on getting a bit better food for you, because trust me, as someone who used to eat terrible food and is now on the calorie deficit trying to fix their health, running a business and trying to work properly when you have bad sleep, eating bad food is basically impossible. You won't be able to concentrate and you'll just feel terrible all day. I can tell just myself when I'm eating bad food, I just feel greasy, I feel guilty, I feel bad. Compared to when I'm eating good foods, I feel energetic, I feel clean, I feel focused, I feel good about myself. You know what I mean? Like, it's just better eating the better quality food. I'm not going to the shop to get folder dividers because a prospect has just messaged me saying he wants to hop on a call. So I'm gonna have to hop on that quickly first. Okay, that was actually a really interesting call. So basically, this prospect is building a landing page software with AI where it builds your landing page completely for you and it updates it with AI depending on how people interact. So if it's finding out a lot of people click off early on, it will automatically adjust the first thing you see to make it hook people more, continuously improving landing page. And this is going to be running for like 200 USD a month. He messaged his business partner and we're scheduling in a call either for later today or in a couple days. So I'll let you know how that goes, but this could be a good opportunity. Also, quickly, one of my clients actually just paid an invoice of mine. The invoice was for 500 USD, which I think breaks down to around £350. So that is a W for the day. It's always like such a mood lifter when someone finally pays an invoice. It's like the hours of unpaid work that I did for years is finally getting paid. And if you spread out the payment across those hours, it's probably not all that much, right? But over time, it'll increase and increase and increase till eventually it was worth it. And we may have another payment coming in from the call I was just on. He said he was down to do it. That could be 750, 800 USD paid today also. I mean, or it could be in a couple days, but hopefully that comes through. So now finally I'm going to head to the shop, get some folder dividers so I can sort out this pile on my bed. Bro, you won't guess what. They didn't even have them. So basically, like 7 months ago, I went there to get these folder dividers and I've ran out. So I thought I'll just head back and they didn't have it. So I'm going to have to order some on Amazon. But whilst I was there, I thought I have to get something. I'm not coming here for nothing. So I got some of these. Come on, bro. They're going to be useful for the great lock-in of this week. And I have a call with that guy's co-founder in about 5 minutes. So I need to get going. that call was actually insane. Like, he was so into it. He was like, that guarantee is insane because I basically guarantee 250 profile link clicks in the first month. Otherwise, I work free. He seemed down. He's going back to his partner, the guy I was originally on call with, and they're just discussing it as I speak. And then we're hoping to finalize it this evening or tomorrow, and that should be 750 USD payment. So that could be an insane day. Could be 1.25k USD just from today. So the business progress is here, bro. School done, 52 days to go, and the payments are already rolling in. The content's starting. Bro, we're actually cooking. But I still have this massive pile of sheets on my bed, and I have to wait like 1 or 2 days for the folder dividers to come. So I'm gonna try and find some paper clips and paperclip each of the stacks because I basically split them up into their topics, but I haven't put them in the folder yet because I don't have the dividers. So I'm just going to paperclip them together just to hold them there for now. Today's schedule has been just completely thrown off. I was meant to have finished my short form video by now, but I've had 3 calls and I've been sorting out this folder shenanigans, and it's 6:30 p.m. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm meant to be going out driving practice later. I've got to record this short form video. I've got client work to do. I'm going to have to just not do one of them. I think it might have to be the driving practice. I haven't driven in like a week plus, so I'm going to be so rusty. I might have to just postpone it tomorrow. Because this evening, what I need to do is script out my client's video, script, record, and edit my short form video, and edit this video you're watching now. So I've got so much to do, and I don't know how I'm going to fit it in the next 3 hours. Bro, it's just so cooked. The payments are coming in, but the time's just gone. Okay, so I've sorted out the folders, but now I'm scripting a client's video. And so far with this new client, I've uploaded one of his videos. And I'm not gonna lie, it didn't perform the best. It had a high skip rate, the average watch time was okay, but it was a long video. So I'm trying out something new with a script that I use myself for my content, but I haven't used with this guy. However, I do think a key reason why a lot of people skipped was his visuals weren't the best. It was him pacing up and down, and he was low down on the screen. And visuals are switching every 5 to 6 seconds instead of 2 seconds. So I'm going to speak to him about that, but regarding the script, originally the video went 7 years ago, I was X. And I want to start with something different. I want to start with his age by saying I'm 25 and then saying something with a lot of social tension. A free bit of source here is if you say something with a lot of social tension, people will watch. It could be I'm Christian, I hate the Bible. I go to the gym, but I hate lifting weights. You see how they contradict? Or you could say, I'm a father, but I hate kids. Something like that. It's like contradicting. Or you could say something controversial, which will make people watch. They'll be like, whoa, what? So this guy, he does trading full time. So I want something with a lot of social tension. I'm 25. I think making money with trading is easy. People are going to be like, yo, what? No, trading's a scam. Something like that. I need to work on it. I'm working on it right now up here. Okay, so now what I got to do is basically tell him what visuals he's going to record for every line. And these need to be a lot better than the last video because I think that's a key reason why the video didn't perform as well. He's basically really new to recording visuals, so I wanted to keep it really easy. But that is why the video didn't perform so well. So I'm going to try and make them a little bit more complex, see if he can handle it. And hopefully the video should perform better along with this better script. Okay, so it's currently 9 p.m. and I didn't end up hopping on a call with the founder or co-founder at all. And this is because we had a disagreement on if the payment should be upfront or at the end of the month. They thought I said it was going to be at the end of the month, but I said it was going to be upfront. I have the transcripts actually. So I don't think the call is going to be today, but I think we might be able to get on one tomorrow and sort things out. But it's progress with a prospect either way. I was planning on doing a short form video today, but it's way too late for that now, so I'm just going to have to shove that to tomorrow. And for the rest of today, I'm literally just going to edit this video and then watch something in the evening, then go to sleep. Regardless of this missed call opportunity, today's been great. So tomorrow my plans are literally throughout the day. I'm just going to crack on with some work. And then in the evening, I'll be going out for some driving practice. But that's it. I'm not going to be going to the gym tomorrow, just working at this setup, doing some deep work. So, as always, I'll see you tomorrow.